It's your favorite South Florida realtor, Lucica Suarez, talking about a conversation that often, I get this question all the time. When is the right time to buy? Okay, so I don't have a crystal. That was me faking like I have a crystal ball. And I was going to tell you that I don't have a crystal ball, but that didn't work out. Anyways, so the point is, the best time to buy is when your life, your finances, and your circumstances afford you to do so. Okay, so you often hear, oh my God, it's a horrible time to buy because, last year the interest rates are so high. Trust me, people were buying and selling homes when those interest rates are high because, again, their finances, their life, and their circumstances afforded them to do so. There are people who are sitting out when the interest rates were literally close to 2 and 3%. People sat on the sidelines because, again, they couldn't take advantage of it because their life and their circumstances and finances did not afford them to do so. So I say that to all of my folks who always come to me, when is the right time to buy? I don't have a crystal ball, but here's some guiding things that you should think about, okay? When if you can afford to pay these high rents, it might be time to consider to buy. Well, I don't have any down payment, so on and so forth. Explore other options. Explore down payment assistance. Explore grants. Explore, especially if you're a service worker, like you work in the public arena, like if you're a teacher, a police officer, firefighter, these incentives, just being able to be in those service positions afford you some incentives to actually get into a home. So there are other ways to make sure that you can get into your home, especially if you're paying, upwards of $25,000 close to $3,000 on rent. If you can pay that you can pay that for a rental, you certainly can pay that to own something. So when your finances afford you to do so, let's just say you are moving to a better job. Again, these things happen in any economy. It doesn't matter what the interest rates are. These folks are moving and they have to pick up and sell their house and buy another house for their families. So when your circumstances afford you to do so, you do that. Some people, they move because they're deployed and they want to maybe temporarily put their house for rent, and then they purchase a house somewhere else because they don't want to pay rent over there, but then they have another source of income. So again, things afford your life, your circumstances, and your finances afford you to do so. That is the right time to buy. Now, if you're going to be house poor, what I say by house poor, you're going to move into this house and you can't even afford to put curtains on the windows, that's not the right time to buy. If you you have so much debt that your debt income ratio, you're upside down, that's not the right time to buy. If you can't even come up with emergency funds, if you get into your house and you can't pay for all four tires like a regular adult, that is not the right time to buy. Okay? So just keep those guiding things in mind. You don't want to be house poor, which means you want to be able to upkeep the level of living that you were before you purchased a home, at least somewhat. There are going to be certain sacrifices you have to make because you're a homeowner now. But for just in general, if you cannot keep the same quality of life without having to sacrifice so much, may not be the right time to buy. But if you can transition into a home and it does not take much sacrifice and you're not sacrificing your quality of life, then that might be the time to buy. Again, there is no crystal ball, no realtor can tell you, yes, this is the time to buy. We can give you guiding lights and say, hey, you might want to take advantage of this because this is happening. But at the end of the day, it's really your life, your circumstances, and finances that tell you when is the right time to buy. Hope that helps.